Hey guys, what is up? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. Here is the Q&A, and I'm just gonna tell you guys the question and answer it. So I did post this on my Instagram, so I do have questions from Instagram as well as YouTube. So the first question is, what made you start your YouTube channel? There's like a lot of different like ways I can answer this, and like being completely honest with you guys about it. I started my YouTube channel to keep myself accountable and to help somebody. You know, eventually I want my account to be at the 500,000, a million subscribers and stuff like that, so that it can help somebody or help a younger me make the right decisions. What is my goal for YouTube? That's pretty much my goal, is to hit however many numbers it takes for me to reach somebody in the heart and to help them realize that just to help them realize that they're perfect, and if they want to change, it's okay to ask for help and it's okay to change. It's just not okay to think that things are drastically gonna change and to do crazy things to make them change. My favorite color is pink and black. What happened with your last relationship? Okay, so my last relationship, okay, I told you guys about my first kisses. It was not in my last relationship. So my last relationship that I had was a long distance relationship. It was built on lies, and that's why we are not together today. It was just constant lying between like both of us. It wasn't just him and it wasn't just me. It was just, it never would have worked. I did love him, I will say, like I was in love with him at the time. We've been broken up for almost a year and a month now, and I still have mad love for this kid. Like, he's always gonna be a great person in my heart. I just know for myself and where I'm going and the direction that I'm heading, we just would not be good together. Plus, it's kind of weird to be in a relationship with, okay, I don't want to say weird, it's kind of not ideal to be in a relationship with somebody that you can't physically be around. It just makes things so much harder, and I think that like that has like scarred me from relationships for a long time, because of how deep of a connection I had with this guy, and I didn't even really know him, if you know what I mean. Like I felt like I knew him, but I didn't know him. So I guess what happened with my last relationship was we grew apart and we just had to let it go. We didn't end like saying that we hated each other. The last thing that I said to him was, I love you. And the last thing he said to me was, don't say that. And that was the end. On my end of the, I guess, spectrum, I ended on good terms. I don't know if he did. And I'm at peace with the situation. Are you dating anyone? If so, who? Tell us about them. If not, why not? So this kind of ties in with my last relationship. So my last relationship was amazing. I loved this guy so much. It was to the point where I thought that I was gonna marry him, which is crazy to say, especially since we never met in person. So going from that and being able to talk to somebody every single day to nothing has kind of like shaped me into the person that I am becoming and like I'm being right now. I do not want to be like, everybody says like, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship when they're not in a relationship, but I want to focus on me. I feel like my entire life I've kind of focused on trying to find somebody but being ashamed of myself, so it wasn't really finding somebody, rather than finding myself and being myself and becoming myself. So my entire life I feel like I've been revolving around boys and like trying to get a boyfriend and trying to do all that type of stuff, and that's just not something that I want to do anymore. Like, it'll come. All of that will come in the future. I know, like, I'm not a super religious person, but I know if there is a God or something up there, if there is a human up there that is just playing with dolls and we are the dolls, that's actually what I used to think when I was younger. But if that's what it is, that person has a plan for me and it will happen. Everything happens for a reason. So to answer the question, no, I am not in a relationship, nor do I really want to be. That's not saying like guys don't try to talk to me. I guess you could say I like kind of dodge people like I'm taken, but I'm not. So I don't really like to go there. Have you ever had to deal with rude comments? If so, how did you deal with the negativity? Yes, I've had to deal with some pretty rude comments. To be honest, I just kind of laugh about them because they're on the internet, and most of the time the pictures aren't even the person. So it's kind of like they're bullying, but they're not showing themselves, so they're kind of being a fake bully. Because if it was their profile and actually them, they would show themselves, right? So like if I'm on Facebook and I get a rude comment from somebody that doesn't have a picture of themselves up, that shows me that they cannot be, I guess, man enough to own up to what they're saying. Now, me, as the person that I am, I don't care. I will say whatever it is that comes to my mind to your face, not to your face, and then I'll tell you to your face. Like if I have something to say about you, I will say it to your face. I don't sugarcoat shit. When are you going to watch Riverdale? I don't know. I started watching one episode and I got kind of bored with it, to be quite honest. I don't know. I'm really into Grey's Anatomy right now, so maybe, you know, in a year when I finish the whole thing, like, we'll see what happens. What is my pet peeve? I honestly, when things just don't go the way that I want them to, or like nobody wants to listen to what I have to say, whether that's like kids or like my parents or just in general, like it really gets under my skin. Like if I say something and like let's say it's a kid and I tell them to do something and they don't do it, like that irks my nerve. Because growing up, I was always the, I guess, goody two-shoes in the classrooms, and if a teacher told me to do something, I wasn't allowed to disrespect them. So it bothers me that kids nowadays just don't care. If I see that in public, oh my goodness, I'm not okay with it. So I guess that's kind of like my biggest pet peeve. Favorite book. My favorite book is The Girlfriend by R.L. Stine. This book is about this girl that, it's actually about a guy. Wait. So what happens is this guy is about to graduate high school and he's got a girlfriend. I guess she's like a really nice, really pretty girl. And he meets this one girl and his girlfriend goes out of town for like a weekend or so. And he basically cheats on his girlfriend and finds out that the girl is crazy. And it's just like, karma, bitch. Has YouTube implemented the new monetization rules yet? I don't think so, because I can still monetize my videos. Unless they're, I forgot the word for it. It's not Mirandaing, but it's like, if you've already reached the monetization stuff, maybe they're like, well, since you've already done it once, like you don't have to do it again. But the email I got said that I would have to requalify, which makes me a little upset. How come you haven't given up on YouTube? So the reason I haven't given up on YouTube is because I've pretty much given up on everything else in my life. It feels like even at one point I wanted to give up on myself. So I guess it's kind of like that. Well, what happens if I don't give up? And I really, 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 really want to be successful in helping as many people as I possibly can. I cannot say that enough. I want to help somebody so bad. Okay, question, where are you from and how old are you? I am 19 years old. I will be 20, and I'm from Ohio. So now I'm gonna go over to Instagram and read off these questions. Okay, do you remember my friend and I telling you how Herbalife was a scam? What do you think of them now? Yes, I do remember, slightly, because a lot of different people told me it was a scam and I didn't listen. Honestly, this could go really, really bad in the comment section if like an Herbalife junkie is watching or anything like that. I feel that Herbalife, I don't know how I feel about Herbalife. Like, I know in my heart that it's a scam. And here's my reasoning for why it's a scam. I don't think that the products, okay, I'm not gonna say it. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without completely bashing the company. Just listen to this. So they told us to build relationships with people so we could make a sale. It wasn't to, you know, see how your friends were doing. You know when you get those messages on Facebook that's like, hey, how you doing? And you're like, what do you want? Like, that's what it's like. It's like you're being fake to somebody so they will pay you, basically. And I don't think that that's just the way that anybody should do that. I don't think that's how you make money. I definitely don't think that's how you lose weight, because I mean, obviously it's been almost how long now, and I'm just now starting to lose weight. So it's like, I don't agree with Herbalife. I don't agree with drinking your meals. I don't know. I just think that this quick fix that everybody thinks is gonna happen is something that we shouldn't be installing in people's minds. And I feel like with that, with Herbalife, that's what it does. So that's what I have to say about it. If you could ask your future self one question, what would it be? What's it like having 1 million subscribers? Like on some real shit. So for me, like, people come up to me, well, they don't come up to me, they'll message me and they'll be like, hey, you know, how did you get to where you are? How does it feel to be where you are? You know, because they're essentially, they want to feel that of where I am. To me, it doesn't feel like 500 subscribers is real. I'm kind of like, I feel like I still have 20 subscribers, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not something that's going to my head, or I think like, oh, the whole world is watching me, and it's just kind of like, you know, I'm talking to my friends. And I feel like at 1 million, I'll still feel that way. And I know one day we're gonna get there. It's gonna take time. There is no quick fix. There isn't, I mean, there is no quick result, and anything that can be given easily can be easily taken away. So that's the question that I would ask myself. How does it feel to have 1 million subs on YouTube? Alright guys, well that is gonna end it for me. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we always want you here. And make sure you hit that little bell too, because you never want to miss a video.
I want you to be alive. I want you to be alive.